All right, so we're diving into something pretty interesting this time. Kino Worldwide's EP from way back in 2020 called The Freestyle Era. And, well, it's out there now. Everybody can get a hold of it. So we're going to dig into what makes it special, what's in it for the listeners. And, yeah, there's a lot to unpack. Honestly, the sounds are all over the place and the lyrics are really sharp.
Yeah, no doubt. The Freestyle Era, just the name itself already tells you this artist is trying to break some rules. And what really struck me is how it mixes those reworked tracks with original stuff. Mm-hmm. That's got to be intentional, right? It says something.
For sure. So let's break it down. Track 1, a Milli remix, Bangladesh on production.
Yeah.
Now, we all know the original, so what's Kino doing here that makes it stand out?
I think the genius is how he uses that same energy, that beat, that driving force, and then puts his own spin on it with the melody and flow. It's not just rapping over the same track. It's like he's reimagining the whole thing, bringing in a different rhythm to it. Mm. It's a bold move to open the EP with that, taking something super familiar and making it his own.
Okay, then we hit track 2, chapters and instrumentals. This one's a bit of a mystery, though, right? The producer's unknown, but our sources are saying it's got that introspective vibe. What does that tell us about where Kino is going with his art at this point in the EP?
That unknown producer thing, that's fascinating, right? Almost like he wants you to just focus on the words, on Kino's lyrical skills, and how diverse he is as an artist. Yeah. He said introspective journey, and that's spot on. You feel like he's digging into some personal stuff. Maybe the sound is a little rower, less polished. So the lyrics really hit you.
Makes sense. And to wrap it up, we got the last remix, SAP, on the boards. This one's supposed to be an anthem, something powerful that leaves a mark. Sounds like a strong finish. What gives it that impact?
SAP's production probably adds a layer of, grandeur.
Yeah.
And putting an anthem as the closer makes you think Kino wants you to walk away with this feeling of like, yeah, it's complete. Or just a statement that sticks with you. You know what I mean? Like a track with a big message, high energy, the kind of thing you remember long after the EP's over.
Now, this is something I always find interesting. It's not just about the music, right? Kino Worldwide is connecting with his listeners in some pretty innovative ways. It's bigger than just hitting play.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they're offering merchandise that ships internationally right away, that expands their reach. People who just casually listen can actually become, active supporters of the Kino brand. It's tangible. It goes beyond just the digital streams.
Right. And then the digital gift cards. That's clever, right? Like building a community.
It is. It's like they're giving fans a way to share the whole Kino experience with their friends. It's organic promotion, right?
Yeah.
And it creates this sense of discovery around the music.
And then on top of that, there's a weekly newsletter and the official website with booking and tour info. It's like a central hub. Yeah.
And that shows you he's thinking about the long game. Mm-hmm. Building a career that lasts. The newsletter keeps fans in the loop, gives them a direct line to them. The website has all the essential info so anyone can find them, fans, industry people. It's building a foundation that goes beyond just the individual tracks.
So zooming out, looking at the whole picture, what's the big takeaway from our deep dive into the Freestyle era?
I think the Freestyle era really captures Kino worldwide as this multi-talented artist. You see his skills with words, how adaptable his sound is, and he does it through remixes and his own original work. And then you add in how dedicated he is to connecting with his audience directly. And you see an artist who's really building something meaningful in a really competitive scene.
So if you're listening and you're intrigued, the next step's obvious. Go check out the Freestyle era yourself. You can stream it on SoundCloud, YouTube, all the usual spots.
And as you're listening, think about this mix of remixed and original stuff and all those ways Kino connects with his fans. It raises a big question, right? Yeah. In the digital age, artists have so many tools, so many ways to reach people. So what does Kino's approach tell us about what an EP can be? Is it changing? How's the relationship between artists and fans changing? Is this like a blueprint for a more connected musical experience? Food for thought.
Definitely. Lots to think about. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive, folks. We'll catch you next time.
Until then.